You went to the bank last Tuesday, same bank you have used for 30 years. You deposited some cash the way you always do. The teller smiled. You drove home. Everything felt completely normal. 3 days later, your bank account was frozen. No phone call first, no letter in the mail, no warning of any kind, just frozen. And your social security check was about to come in. That is exactly what happened to a woman named Carol in Ohio. She is 71 years old. She has banked at the same place since 1987. She did nothing wrong, and she still spent 9 days trying to access her own money. My name is Patricia, and today I'm going to show you 5 things that are quietly triggering bank account freezes for seniors all across the country right now in 2026. These are not complicated scams. These are ordinary, everyday things that millions of seniors do every single month without even thinking about it. I am also going to show you the one thing you can do starting today, right now, before anything happens to your account, that makes all the difference. That part is coming in just a few minutes. Stay with me, because what I found when I went through the official IRS guidelines and the Bank Secrecy Act requirements is something that nobody is explaining to seniors in plain English, until now. Here is the part that trips most seniors up completely. It is not the big obvious stuff. It is not wiring $1 million overseas. It is the small, regular, perfectly normal things. Think about this. Your roof needed fixing. You pulled out cash from your savings 3 different times over 2 months. $8,000 the first time, then $8,000 again, then another $7,000. You paid the contractor. The roof got fixed. You felt good about handling it yourself. What you did not know is that the IRS has a system that looks at patterns of cash withdrawals. And 3 withdrawals that each stay just under $10,000, spaced out over a few weeks, matches a pattern the system is specifically trained to flag. It does not matter that you were just fixing your roof. The computer sees the pattern and the flag fires automatically. Your bank never calls you to ask about it. They do not say, "Hey, we noticed something. Can you explain this?" They file a report with the federal government called a suspicious activity report. You are never told that report was filed, and the review that follows can result in your account being frozen while everything gets checked out. This is the trap that Carol fell into. She was not doing anything wrong. She was paying for home repairs the way she always had, and the system flagged her anyway. And here is what makes it even harder for seniors specifically. A lot of the reasons seniors pull out larger amounts of cash are completely legitimate. Medical bills, home repairs, helping a grandchild with tuition, taking care of a family member. These are all real-life situations that happen all the time. And right now, in 2026, they are all hitting flags in the automated monitoring system at a higher rate than ever before. Here is something most people do not know. Most people think the IRS only watches transactions over $10,000. That $10,000 number is the one that gets talked about on the news. It is the one that has been around for decades. People hear that number and they think, okay, I just stay under 10,000 and I am fine. That is not how it works anymore. The IRS received a large funding increase under recent legislation. Part of that money went directly into building bigger, faster, more automated systems for monitoring bank transactions. These systems cross-reference your deposits and withdrawals against your tax returns. They compare your bank activity to your reported income. They look at patterns across months and years, not just individual transactions. And the threshold for getting flagged is no longer just about the dollar amount. It is about the pattern. It is about whether your deposit matches your reported income. It is about whether a payment you made to someone can be connected to a tax record. It is about whether any cryptocurrency activity has touched your account, even if someone else in the family made the transaction. The real IRS never calls you before this happens. They do not send a warning email. They do not text you. When the flag fires, you may not find out until your account is already on hold. That is the knowledge shift. The rules changed. The system got bigger. And most seniors are still thinking about the old rules. Okay, here is what you actually do. These are the 5 transaction types you need to know about right now, and the simple step for each one. The first one is cash withdrawals that form a pattern. If you have made multiple cash withdrawals in recent months that each come in just under $10,000, write down what each one was for. Keep those notes somewhere safe. A contractor receipt, a medical bill, a bank statement from the account where the money went. A paper trail prepared now, before any review starts, is worth far more than trying to find that information after your account is already frozen. The second one is sending money outside the United States. If you have sent money to a family member in another country, or if you have an account overseas, make sure those transfers were reported correctly on your tax return. Even small transfers are now being flagged in certain situations. A tax professional can tell you in one conversation whether everything is documented correctly. The third one is any large unusual deposit that does not match your normal monthly pattern. If you received a retroactive Social Security Fairness Act payment in 2025, an inheritance, a home sale payout, or an insurance settlement, and that money went into your regular checking account, consult a tax professional about whether that deposit required any additional reporting on your 2025 return. This is one of the most common triggers being seen right now. The fourth one is cryptocurrency. If anyone who shares your bank account or has access to it has made cryptocurrency transactions, even small ones, your account may already be connected to IRS crypto monitoring. Check with your bank about what activity has been reported under your account number. The fifth one is payments to caregivers or contractors who do not have a formal business. If you have paid someone more than $600 in a calendar year for any kind of service and you have not filed a Form 1099 for that person, you may have a reporting obligation. A tax professional can walk you through this in under an hour. Real quick before we keep going, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me how old you are and what state you are watching from. It helps me understand who is seeing this information and what topics matter most to you next. Go ahead and comment right now, then keep watching. Now here is the part most seniors never consider until it is too late. When your bank account gets frozen for any of these reasons, the freeze does not just affect your cash. It affects everything connected to that account. Your Social Security direct deposit comes into a frozen account, and it gets held by the bank pending the resolution of the review. For seniors who depend on that deposit to pay rent on the first of the month, or to fill a prescription, even a hold of 5 to 10 business days creates a real crisis. And here is the part that connects directly to your Medicare coverage. Your Medicare Part B premium is automatically deducted from your Social Security payment each month. When your Social Security deposit is held in a frozen account, that automatic deduction cannot process normally. Medicare then sends a separate billing notice for the premium amount directly to your home address. That notice comes in a plain envelope. It does not say Medicare Emergency on the front. It looks like regular mail. If that bill gets set aside or forgotten while you are dealing with the stress of a frozen account, the payment gets missed. A grace period begins. If the premium is not paid within that grace period, your Medicare Part B coverage lapses. And if your coverage lapses, a permanent late enrollment penalty is added to your Part B premium. 10% extra permanently for every 12 months without coverage. That penalty follows you for the rest of your life. One frozen account, one missed Medicare bill in a plain envelope, a permanent premium increase that never goes away. The solution here is simple, but it requires you to act before a problem starts. Go to Medicare.gov right now and confirm that no direct billing notice has been issued for your Part B premium. If your account has been frozen, or if your Social Security deposit has been delayed for any reason, assume that Medicare bill is coming separately and pay it before the due date. Your Medicare coverage and any IRS issue are completely separate systems. You have to manage them independently. Before I give you the final piece here, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Every week I go through official guidelines, IRS rules, Medicare regulations, Social Security policies, and I break them down in plain language specifically for seniors. No jargon, no complicated legal terms, just the information you need, explained clearly so you can protect yourself and your family. Hit subscribe and make sure you turn the notification bell on so you never miss one of these. The information I put out here is free and it is built specifically for you. Now, one final and very important thing before you go. Right now, scammers are calling seniors across the country. The caller says they are from the IRS. They say your bank account has been flagged and will be frozen unless you provide your account information or make a payment immediately to release the hold. That call is a scam every single time, no exceptions. The real IRS does not call you to warn you about a transaction flag. They do not text you. They do not email you asking for immediate payment to prevent a freeze. Every single legitimate communication from the IRS arrives by mail. It comes with a specific notice number printed on the letter. You can verify that notice number at irs.gov before you do anything at all. If a call comes in claiming your account is about to be frozen, and they need your information or a payment right now, hang up immediately. Do not stay on the line. Do not press any buttons. Do not give them any information. Then verify directly at irs.gov or call the IRS yourself at 1-800-829-1040. Now, Carol from Ohio, the woman I told you about at the start, she eventually got her account unfrozen. It took 9 days and 3 phone calls and a letter from her tax preparer explaining the cash withdrawals. 9 days without access to her own money, and it all started with a completely normal bank deposit. You now know what Carol did not know before it happened. You know the 5 transaction types. You know the Medicare connection. You know what a scam call sounds like versus a real IRS letter. And you know the one thing to do right now, which is to document the legitimate explanation for any transactions in your account that match those 5 patterns before any review ever starts. Has your bank account ever been frozen without warning? Or have you received an IRS or Medicare notice recently that you did not fully understand? Leave it in the comments. Real experiences from real seniors shape exactly what I investigate next. There is one more thing connected to all of this that I have not covered yet. It involves Social Security overpayment notices and what happens when the IRS and the Social Security Administration are both reviewing your account at the same time. That video is coming next. Subscribe now so it reaches you before your account is affected.